Hi everybody, Josh Eaton here, realitycheckradio.net, nashlandnews.org. Today I wanted to talk about a national issue, the main issue in the news, and the top issue in our country right now. The situation in the Middle East with the army known as ISIS. Okay, I want to explain exactly how that came about and the steps it took to get to this point. I know a lot of you are confused about what's going on there, and unless you've been spending time really looking into it, you should be confused because the media is trying to confuse people. Basically, it started with Al-Qaeda in Iraq, back when George Bush declared mission accomplished. You all remember that, and there was a surge after that, and the media was getting on his case about it. That was Al-Qaeda in Iraq, in Fallujah, and then basically they were defeated or pushed out to a large extent, and they retreated somewhere. Don't know exactly where, but basically they get funding from Saudi Arabia mainly, and they must have went down to Saudi Arabia or somewhere around that area for safe haven, and basically moved over to Egypt. Now you remember sometime back, maybe a year and a half, 2 years ago, it was in the news about the protesters in Egypt. The media, our enemy media, was calling them protesters in Egypt. That was actually the same group, same core group, Al-Qaeda in Iraq. And they weren't protesters, they were out committing crimes. You remember that female reporter that got brutally raped by a group of them? That's just one example. They tried to twist things, basically provoke a fight against the Egyptian military to so again our media could twist it into making it look like the Egyptian military was cracking down on protesters. It didn't work. The Egyptian military took over the country. They arrested their president, Musharraf, I believe his name is, and it didn't work. Then this same group, Al-Qaeda in Iraq / Egyptian protesters, they moved over to Libya, one country over, and into eastern Libya, into the Benghazi area. That's basically their stronghold. Documents captured and acquired by West Point Military Academy Center for Counterterrorism, I believe it is. West Point basically matched up names with the leadership of the Libyan rebels to the same people as Al-Qaeda in Iraq. That's a fact. When Obama used our military, when he bypassed Congress, violated the War Powers Act, violated Congress's power to declare war, everything. No president has ever done that in history. Then his press secretary went on to say that they had UN approval and they didn't need congressional approval. Now, that's treason right there. But anyway, Obama used our military to attack Gaddafi and the Libyan government and basically support this group of so-called Libyan rebels who were actually formerly Al-Qaeda in Iraq. So when other countries like Germany found out about that, they withdrew their support. That was the reason for that. And it is what it is. So then the incident at the U.S. consulate in Benghazi happened, where one American, an American ambassador and I think maybe a CIA guy and a couple of military guys got killed in an attack. The word is basically that was an arms deal that had gone bad, and that's what had happened there. And you remember that Secretary of State Hillary Clinton and this administration, they basically ordered our forces to stand down and not to help them. Okay, anyway, moving on. This group, they're pretty much in charge of Libya now. There was an attempt to, by the former Libyan military under General, I believe it was Hilter, to try and retake the country, but it didn't seem to have worked. They might still be in control of an airport in Tripoli. I'm not sure. I haven't heard an update lately. But basically, they were all, if you look at the pictures, they were all wearing like U.S. military issued gear. Somebody, paid for brand new white Toyota pickup trucks and big 50 caliber machine guns mounted in the back. Anyway, they're very well funded. They're getting it from somewhere. This same group then moved either by boat or across land up to Syria and basically became the Syrian rebels. And Obama tried to do the same thing again, but Congress sent him a formal letter saying that that he needed to go through Congress. Obama basically he got scared, I guess, and he didn't attack them unilaterally this time. He sought congressional approval, didn't get it. And so basically this same group, Al-Qaeda in Iraq, went all the way around up to Syria eventually, and now our media is calling them the Syrian rebels, or they were. Didn't work. Obama wanted to attack them like he did Libya and basically help our enemies again, and didn't work. And that was just a couple of months ago. And now this group ISIS, now the media is calling them ISIS. Well, it's the same group. It is Al-Qaeda. Same Al-Qaeda, black flags with the white lettering. Same white Toyota pickup trucks, 50 caliber machine guns mounted, and whatever else. By the way, real quick, SEAL Team 6 that got shot down in that helicopter, a lot of people think it was a shoulder fire Stinger missile that was maybe possibly acquired through illicit means from our arsenals, U.S. military. But basically, anyway, now the focus is on, how do we stop ISIS? How do we stop ISIS, the Islamic State movement or whatever that's taken over a lot of western Syria, northern Iraq. And the media is completely ignoring the fact that Obama wanted to help this same exact group just a few months ago. He wanted to aid them and kill and go after the Syrian army. And so anyway, I guess that's pretty much it. That's the situation we're in now. You can see Obama is stalling, doing everything he can to delay attacking this group. I missed his press conference the other night, but I got the gist of it. I got a summary. Basically, he wants to arm a group of Syrian rebels that he says are not aligned with ISIS or Al-Qaeda. And that's not true. They are aligned with them from the information I'm getting. And again, trying to twist things, doing everything he can, drawing out a debate, trying to stall, attacking them. There have been some airstrikes, but it's basically only because Obama can't stop it at this point. He is the enemy. That's the fact. He violated Congress's power to declare war, said he had UN approval. That's treason right there. And he gave military aid to our enemies. And that's not even mentioning Operation Fast and Furious or a number of other scandals that have happened that we know about thanks to whistleblowers. There's some other information I'm trying to remember. Well, that's pretty much it. I mean, anybody that obviously our Air Force could wipe out this so-called ISIS army in a matter of days or weeks. I don't know exactly where all our Air Force bases are located, but even that big Air Force base in Germany, Ramstein, is within range, and there's no tree cover. There are some hills, but still, I mean, there's not really any place for them to hide. They're basically just a ground army. They don't have an Air Force. They don't have any means to protect themselves against airstrikes. And obviously, Obama could get congressional approval in a heartbeat to attack them, but he hasn't sought it, and in fact he's using this thing, twisting it again as another attack on our Constitution, trying to change the debate, saying that his press secretary saying that, well, Obama doesn't believe he needs congressional approval. He doesn't believe, well, what kind of words are those? He doesn't believe he needs congressional approval. That's the law. It's in the Constitution. Congress has the power to declare war and sign treaties, not the president. So instead of doing the right thing and attacking our enemies, going through Congress, getting approval, attacking our enemies, nope, he's stalling, delaying, trying out a confusing conversation, and not seeking congressional approval, and twisting it and trying to use it as another attempt to attack the Constitution. And that's pretty much where we stand right now. Josh Eaton, AshlandNews.org, RealityCheckRadio.net. Check out the site again tomorrow. I'll be doing quick like video blogs and updates covering mainly local but also state, national, and global issues.